Hi, you're listening to the Levi Podcast. Well, I have special scientists in to tell me about their new discoveries. Today is space. So, as usual, we just talked to the scientists about discoveries. Well, you've probably heard it on the news lately, but they have been getting communications to the International Space Station and other satellites. The source is not yet known. So, we'll have Jude Leatherman in here to talk to us about that. But first, I will have you hear one of the communications. It's kind of broken up and staticky, but it sounds something like this. Trying to make communication. Coordinates 5, 6, 7, 5, 9. Please come quick. Wanting laser beams. Cave 5, entrance for last. What's the last position? Please notify. So, that was one of the latest transmissions. It's kind of creepy and weird. The International Space Station has gotten so far 7 of these, communications, all the same, talking about caves and the same coordinates. We're still missing numbers from them, so we don't know exactly where they are, but from the numbers that we've got, it looks like millions of light years away. So now Jude's in here. Jude Leatherman, he's a scientist that works on space and transmissions. He has he works with one of the satellites up there. It doesn't have a name yet. Just got up there. Satellite 794. So we will talk to him right now. So Jude, tell us when you started getting these transmissions.
Well, it was a month ago, and we were just, what is it called? Sorting through our transmissions, and then the indicator started beeping. Beep, 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 beep. And then I went to check it, and it said incoming transmission from unknown source. So I played it, and it was distress call. So I was sent out a crew. We went out and we tried to find the source, but we couldn't. So, and it's millions of light years away. So it takes long time to get there. So we have no idea what it is. There's a crew out there trying to find it now. And every time we get a new message, we send it out to them so they piece together the coordinates. So, it's very, very strange. And, I don't know what to say about it. It's just some kind of distress call. We think it's from an alien, to tell the truth. We don't know if we should be going out there, but we are. It could be dangerous. I don't know. There's tons of stuff that could happen out there. And every once in a while, we need to send another ship out there to give it fuel. So, we've got a whole rigmarole.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. It's kind of weird. We haven't been receiving these transmissions before, because if there was an alien civilization and they're sending transmissions all the way back here, they must have been advanced for quite a while with their technology. So I find it kind of strange that we're just starting to get these transmissions now. The satellite you're working with is state of the art new. What's different What's the differences between it and older satellites? Could that have something to do why we're getting these transmissions now and not before?
I'm not sure. It could be, but there's this one theory that it's us tricking the public. But I can assure you that is a lie. These are real transmissions from an unknown source of some kind of alien. But yes, the new satellites do have a way better receiving transmissions. It's like they're way better at that. So I'm not really sure. So it could be anything. We're just hoping it's the best.
Well, a few other countries have been receiving similar transmissions, some even the same. And there's also people that might be thinking that someone in the States or somewhere is tricking us too with these transmissions. Because you wouldn't even think that the aliens would speak our language, but it does sound a little jumbled up. Like it doesn't sound like this. I just got this off the internet, the recording we had played earlier. Is that exactly right, like the original according or did you alter it in any way?
No, it's pretty close, like almost exact same. I mean, like, yeah, it is strange that it is the same language, but it isn't strange. People think it's strange. The thing is, we have a mode on our transmitters that when a transmission comes in, it will play in our language. So, it could be any other language. It could be, I don't know. We're trying to upgrade our satellite so we could play it in whatever real form it comes in.
Well, if it's not a language that's from Earth, the satellite would not be familiar with that. How would it, if do you know that it's a language from Earth, like French or something? Because I don't think the satellite would be familiar with a foreign alien language. So I'm just wondering how that decoding system works.
Well, it has something to do. We're not sure if it's actually right. This is what we think is coming out.
This is what the satellite assumes?
Yes. If it's from Earth, it gets it 100%. But if it's from this, it relies off of past encounters.
An experience. Do you think the satellite's getting any better at decoding these messages into English?
Yes.
It seems to be getting better.
Yeah, I think so.
What if these messages are totally wrong? What if the satellite has it all backwards?
That's what it's risky because they could be saying, we declare war with you, and they could have better technology. So it is risky. We're just guessing it's a distress call.
Thank you for talking with Jude Leatherman. We will be back after this short break. Thanks. There's a new concert playing at the town hall. Come to it. It's a great band that just got made. They're playing their first 3 songs, and also at the concert they'll be declaring their band name, which they decided about a month ago. So this will be the first time. Nobody knows their name yet, so come to that concert. This is an ad on TV and on all podcast things. Receiving transmission, sending transmission. In distress, please call and help 456 777-8-942. Please come. Life support system failure. You just heard another of the transmissions. That was actually the first transmission that came in. And it's kind of interesting. We don't know if it's coming from the same source, but the coordinates seem to be around the same, within about a light year. So we have a light year of a search area, a square light year, which is pretty big, but they are narrowing down. Last week it was 3 light years. Yeah, so we'll talk to Jude more about how they're narrowing down the search area with the coordinates. The coordinates seem to be relatively the same, so we'll see what Jude has to say about narrowing down the search spot for this source. It also could be several sources. That's a theory too, because one transmission talks about a cave, and other about a distress signal. So we'll see what Jude has to say about that.
Well, so how we're narrowing down the search area is we take the coordinates, we piece them together, and then we figure out where the closest spot we can get to where those coordinates lead. And where'd you hear that the search area started out as 3 light years?
Just off the information, National Geographic Channel, all that kind of stuff. Well, I said last week it was 3 years. I'm not sure what it started at.
Oh, I heard that it started at as 3 light years. Well, it started at 10 light years. So that was a far way to look. So, and now we narrowed it down to 1 light year. So that's 1 big square light year. And we are getting closer and closer by the day. So it is dangerous. And wait 1 second, I'm getting a phone call.
Sorry, that was just Jude. Do you have any idea of when they will discover where it is?
Yes. Okay, I'll just say that now. Okay, thanks, bye.
Do you have any idea of do you have a date where you think they're gonna discover what the source is?
I just got input on that now. They think they might be close to it, and in the span of a couple of hours, they think they might find the source. So have your fingers crossed. So we're just I guess we'll just wait it out, and when they give us the next input, however long it will take, we'll finish this podcast with the new input. So after this quick ad, we will be back.
Buy the new e-scooters. They're the best. Zip around town with 2 wheels in style. $359 each. Come and get 'em. Walmart. Woohoo! Levi's Podcast again. This is a podcast and a broadcast, and we just got the latest news. They discovered what looks like some kind of silver dome on a planet. It looks abandoned. There was no life forms. Nobody's there. It had some communication equipment they couldn't figure out. It turns out that the language was actually similar to Spanish, which is kind of weird. And, so they had some communication equipment. The letters are different from Spanish, though, but the talking is similar to Spanish. So the satellite did get it mostly right. A few words mixed up, but mostly right. So it's all abandoned. It's on an ice planet called Kenora 7. And, there is nobody there. Whoever was there, though, it looks like there's a weapon of some kind, a gun of some kind, and it has places for 8 fingers on each hand. So, it's definitely alien. It's abandoned now, but, they have a crew searching the place. It's only a small silver dome, it's about, 40 square feet, and they haven't found anything. It's one big room with a whole bunch of lights and control panels and boards on an ice planet named Kenora 7. So it's kind of creepy and weird, but they found no other signs of civilization besides Earth and that. So it might be something new. But there was one spot where it looked like a ship had been sitting there for a while. It looked like it was gone because there's snow there. It's really cold there, like minus 700 or something. It's basically always snowing. And that spot, the snow was a lot less deeper than the other snow spots. It's actually kind of crazy because Kenora 7 is always getting bigger with the snow. So in 500 years, it's going to be massive. It's going to be like the size of our sun. Anyway, let's see what Jude has to say about that. Jude Leatherman, scientist that works with the new satellite.
Well, Kenora 7, this is the first time we've ever been there. And the sign of life form is crazy. Crazy. The ship that was there, we're guessing whoever lived there flew the ship and then they got stuck or destroyed or attacked or something like that. And they needed help. So they sent the distress call. And it's crazy. So I don't have much to say about that.
Yeah, it's really crazy. News has gone all over the world. They're actually already sending some ships to investigate more at Kenora 7. I think they've got like 5,000 astronauts in space right now. It's crazy. We've never seen anything like this. This will be a remembered moment in history. And so you can go to our website and hear all the 7 transmissions that were received in Canada. In the whole world, there are 32. Those are there too, but they're in different language. You can get them into English too. But it's very crazy. We don't have much to say about it actually because the workers that are there that are looking into this have only been there for about an hour and a half, so they're still investigating. But on my next podcast, we will have more information about that. And this is Levi's Podcast. This is a podcast and a broadcast. You can find all our past episodes on Levi's Podcast .com on the internet, and also all the 32 transmissions that came in from around the world, all into English. And yeah, thanks, bye.